You fuckers. You're already ruining my day. No, it's not. It's a Swedish cake. I bought it for my mother's birthday and there were some left. So I had to do my duty and finish it. But I can't because you guys are asking a bunch of questions. Let's see. I'm not really stalking anything. It's just like yesterday. I'm not even. I don't think I'm gonna trade much. Like yesterday, only thing I traded yesterday was Okta. I bought some Okta mid late day when it broke out of the highs of the day. I bought 7,000 shares. That's it. Like yesterday was an insane day. I was at the event filming. I was barely looking at the markets and like everything in my portfolio was up yesterday. Like everything. Or some things were like unchanged, but most of the stocks were up 3, 5. Some were up like Opus was up like 20%, 30%, more than 30%. So I mean, I made like 700K yesterday just by holding a portfolio. That's the magic of a great market. Like if this is an easy, if there is anything as an easy dollar market, this is it. I don't know when it's gonna end, but for now, things are like insane. So I don't really look to trade anything. I just don't see any good setups. There are no good long setups. There are no good short setups. Nah, there are no bots. Guys, if you blame bots on markets going up, you gotta blame them on markets going down too. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the bots pushing the markets higher. No, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. Oh, fucking bots. Yeah, okay, now I see. How do you block these guys? Block. Okay, so I hope I'm not blocking any of you legit guys. Okay, great. So I blocked these. There were two, right? Dun, dun. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. Livongo. Where would I move stops? I still have my stop. Actually, I'm gonna move it to the highs of the lows of the breakout day. So, I anticipated the breakout. I bought it one day earlier, but now it's at the lows of the breakout day. Lows are 2 days ago. Yeah, David. You know what? That's a good idea. I am going to block you. You're so annoying. Go hang out with your losers. Your loser friends. Oh wait, he's already hanging out with the losers. Damn it. Yeah, I have no moderators. I should probably get a moderator. David, do you want to be a moderator in my chat? You will have unlimited power. Maybe if I get a few hundred people in here, maybe I need a moderator. Hell no! Yeah, that's... uh, he has Stockholm syndrome. Let's see. Short ALPN, no. Like there were some insane intraday shorts yesterday. Like the CLIR. I wish I had watched this one at least. This was a day 2. It was just so perfect. It had a pop out of the gate and it started peaking, putting a lower high on the 1 minute chart, and it failed at VWAP, then it faded, retested VWAP failed, and then it faded rest of the day, and now it's gapping down. It was a very, very clean setup. I wish I had traded that one, but I wasn't even looking at it. Okay, anyway, I don't really see anything in the gapper land. There's a lot of these SPAC stocks moving. All right, let's look at positions real quick. FMCI had a nice move yesterday. Let's see, fast. Like everything, most things were up yesterday. Hence my big move in the accounts. Shopify gapping higher. SC just keeps hitting new highs every day. Amazing stock. Net had a big move yesterday. Opus had a big move. IDEX had a huge move. It almost doubled. Oh, unreal market. Unreal market. Unreal. I am watching this Nikola. It's both long and short watch. If it breaks below the range, I'm gonna short it. Breaks above the range, I'm gonna go long. Hopefully it goes sideways for today. And then breaks out or down tomorrow. That would be even better. There could be a shorts in this airlines, cruise line stocks. Or actually, no, never mind. Nah, they're just gapping every day. These things are so hard, but they are building a range. Maybe in a few days we're gonna have a better setup in these things. I just don't see anything good right now. Like nothing good. I literally don't see anything good. So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna let the market do its thing. WRTC, I don't know anything about a deal. I do know they have some kind of non-lethal crowd control thingy for police departments. This thing popped on the Black Lives Matters riots, so I don't know anything about a deal in that thing though. Yeah, it's like a rope. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, lasso. It would be fun to buy one and just do it to a friend or something. You see a body that comes at you, just shoot it at him and wrap him up. That would be so fun. Oh man. How are the markets opening, by the way? Okay, we have a slight gap down, looks like. All right. Qs are green though, and most of my portfolio is green. I'm gonna raise my IDEX up a bit. Oh, that looks good. I think if this SC can keep going to like 130s, 140s, 150s in a straight line, there's gonna be an epic short opportunity here coming up. I'm literally doing nothing. I'm just putting out some sell orders higher and just chilling out here. I just don't see anything good. Like all the good entries were on Monday. Yeah, Mark. This thing popped a few days ago on some PR. But now, right now, it doesn't look that good. Oh, IDEX took out yesterday's HOD. Oh, oh, nice. I need to put some more sell orders out there. Yeah, I know. HCCH. Yep. It's super thin. Yeah. Yeah, the entry was yesterday. Damn it. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it could be good. It could be good. HCCH. I agree. I have a bunch of these on watch, but I don't know. And also HCCHW, the warrant. This one actually has been going for a while. Oh, INO triggering. Interesting. DraftKings. It looks good. If DraftKings can go sideways for a few more days, it's gonna be a 5-star long setup. Sheg. Yeah, Sheg had an entry point yesterday. I guess it's buyable here. I think it's a bit slow mover, but it looks decent. Shui had an entry point yesterday too, but I guess it is buyable here. Yeah. Or they haven't priced yet, right? DraftKings. So they upsized the offering a couple of times, but they haven't priced yet. Yeah, okay. GAN, well, I would say DraftKings. But I mean, look, if one goes, they're both gonna go, I think. Ideally, we get a few more days of sideways, but we'll see. I'm watching them both, but DraftKings has a better chart. Oh, okay, it's gonna be one of these days. Almost all green portfolio, nice. What can I say? Autopilot market. Raising my stop on this CS a little bit. Amazing market. CS had a breakout yesterday. Today is not a breakout. Today is a chaser candle. Yesterday was the breakout on CS. When it took out this range here. This was the breakout. Doku, I think that one is a bit too extended. No. This is way too extended. They need to be close to the 10 or 20 day when you buy the breakouts. This is just it's just straight up. Way too extended. Carve. Oh, yeah. Also, yesterday's pump stock had an insane fade intraday. Yeah, APT I bought yesterday. I hate this thing too, but we are starting to see some more COVID-related news, and I bought both Lake and APT yesterday. Late day yesterday. I hate APT too. It's like IMPX and APT have been two very annoying stocks. Yeah, mRNA it looks really good. It looks great on the 60-minute chart. It really does. INO is breaking higher. Yep, I mean these things are starting to move. They are. Bill I got shaken out a few days ago. Maybe if we can go sideways a few more days. I'm not really, yeah. It's not ready yet. It had a nice little breakout on this day here. And yeah, again, I got shaken out. I got shaken out at the lows on this day. I can't believe it. Super annoying. But yeah, a few more days. The entry was like $5 lower, $6 lower. Now would be a chaser's entry. You gotta buy stocks at the exactly right time and right price. If you want, if you want an edge. So it's very important to buy them as soon as they start breaking out, not on the second day after they're already up a bunch from the entry point. Thoughts on Roku? It looks like shit. It's been a laggard for a while now. I don't think it looks good. It's not one of the momentum leaders. Labu looks good. This one I'm stalking. Like if you look at XBI, I think it's like a small mid-cap biotech ETF. It looks great. It looks amazing. You have a big run from mid-March to early May, and now it's been going sideways for about a month and a half almost, or a little bit over a month. It looks good. The large cap biotech index looks also really good, or ETF. But I think Labu is based on the small cap one. So yeah, Labu looks good. Like if XBI breaks out, this thing could easily go to 60, 70. I am watching this thing. DraftKings is about to break out. Yeah, well, I mean, both the ETFs look the same. I mean, both IBB and XBI look pretty much similar. They look great. So I don't know about that. There's a bunch of small cap biotechs that do really well. That are doing really well. But I'm gonna trade ETF. I'm not gonna bother with the individual names. This AMD is still setting up, like it's still building higher lows. Like I have to believe this thing has to break out one day and go, but it's been such a laggard for 2 months. But it is setting up nicely on the like all time frames, weekly, daily. It looks good. Just a laggard. Microsoft, okay, Microsoft is not a trading stock. It's way too slow. Or I mean, yeah, it's too slow. Like it's not a great day trading stock. It's not a great swing trading stock. It's a very slow name. ADR is 2.4%. That's the average daily range, compared to something like Tesla that is at 4.2%, or something like, I don't know, Shopify that's at 4.9%. You know, you want stocks with high ADRs. Microsoft is a very, very slow name. I don't think it's a great trading stock at all. Security selection is very important in this game. You want the fast moving names. You want the fastest moving, most liquid names when you trade. And cut all the random stocks out. It's very hard to do. It takes many years. But you only want to trade the best of the best. And look, for example, something like Nikola, ADR is at 20.8%. That's like what, 8 times higher than Microsoft. That's a huge difference. Yeah, Snap. Yeah, it's a grinder. It's a grinder, what can I say? Yeah, no problem, Duplians. Yeah, Apple is pretty slow too. Apple is even slower, 2.2% ADR. Yeah, these are not trading stocks. They are, you know, they're great trading stocks if you have longer time frames, like for position trading. But for day trade, shorter term trading, they're just not good. Because you can get more bang for your buck on faster stocks. AVTXF. Wait, what? AVTXF. I can't see. There is no such thing in TC2000. Butterface. mRNA. Yeah, just wait for the breakout. I'm just waiting for this thing to at least start breaking that 66 area. 66, 67 areas. Those are the areas I look at on this thing. It is setting up really well. It's building higher lows on the 60-minute chart, a weekly chart. You know, I mean, once it breaks this 67, I think this thing goes back to 80. I really do. It looks super explosive. Codex, yeah, maybe. Bud, it's also one of these very slow names. U1K. Oh, it's bouncing from yesterday. What's U1 doing? U1 is bouncing too. Spotify needs to set up. Like it had a secondary entry yesterday. Like it had a great entry when it broke out of this IPO base on the day it announced the Joe Rogan news, and it had a breakout yesterday. But right now, don't buy it here. You know, it's way out from the flag. It's way above the flag base here. You know, you gotta follow specific. You gotta buy as close to a base as possible. If you want an edge. Chasing is it's not good. You know, just wait. There's so many other stocks that are starting to set up, so I wouldn't buy Spotify here. Or you could buy on pullback if that's your thing. Absolutely, you know, pullback to the 10 rising 10 20 day moving averages. Absolutely. GAN, yeah, it's up a couple of percent. Which screen filters? My scans? Sure. This is strongest scan. This scans a specific watch list I have. Or the strongest stocks. Most of them are growth stocks. Then, like EP, these are stocks that gap up 7.5%, or are up at least 7.5%. Above yesterday's highs and at least 15 million in dollar volume. Then I have my momentum watch list. It's also a specific watch list I have. Pretty much scan stocks that are up today in that watch list above yesterday's highs. This OTC scan you don't have to look. I'm gonna take it off. I don't trade OTCs ever. Like the OTCs are dead. They've been dead for many years. ETF scan. 30 million in dollar volume and 6% ADR. And then I have lower liquidity, higher ADR. These are pretty much like stocks that are not very liquid but have a very high ADRs. So you can take a smaller position and still make decent money because the stock is likely to make a bigger move. So those are my intraday scans. Then I have my weekend and overnight scans. Also, which I use to build my watch lists. Pretty much, I pretty much scan for the strongest stocks on every time frame, like 1 month, 6 months, 3 months, 2 years, 1.5 years, etc. And they all look the same. Like 60 million in dollar volume, 3.5 ADR, and ranks among the 7% strongest. And they all look the same. The only difference is the time frame. Then I also scan for the biggest 5-day gainers, $60 million volume and up 25% in the past 5 days. ADRs, these are the foreign stocks. You have to scan for them separately in TC2000. $60 million in volume and 3% ADR. So those are pretty much my main scans. Then I also scan for the biggest losers, 1 and 2 year time frames, just to find the beaten down names that could make big moves. Wow, things are just going straight up again. This market is insane. Insane market. Unbelievable market. Absolutely unbelievable. Guys, is there anyone struggling in this market? If you are, let's try to fix it. Feel free to tell me if you're struggling, because this is like the best market ever. You're breaking even. What are you trading? Do you see David on the Biggest Loser scan list? Yeah, every ticker starts with David. David 1, David 2, David 3. What are you doing? Are you day trading, swing trading? EMPH, it bounced off the rising 150-day yesterday after the hit piece. Funny thing is, I tweeted about these precious points that hit this EMPH yesterday. They also put out the hit piece back at $6 in 2018 with a 1.01 target here. 25th of July 2018. We think its turnaround is a sham, founded on accounting manipulation. We believe the stock is worth no more than 1.01 per share. Report available here. And they hit it yesterday. The stock is over $50. I mean, I don't even know what to say. So it's 50 times their price target, or at their old price target. I don't know what their new price target was. You have day and swing trading. Okay, so you have fresh feeling. You're swing trading, I guess. Okay, yeah, swing most. So you have MGNX. Okay. Where did you enter MGNX? On what day? And it's just one of these random illiquid stocks. Or, I mean, look, it's just... This type of stocks don't have any institutional support. Like, they're just, retail pumps and then they go sideways. They're just very random. June 15, okay. June 15. Okay, so it was a good entry. That's a good entry. June 15. That's a very good entry. Yeah. But the stock itself, I wouldn't have traded it. Okay, so let's look at ARCT. What day was your entry? Yesterday? Why yesterday? Like, there's absolutely nothing here. It's like it's very random. Like, you gotta find clean setups that are just, close to the moving averages. This thing had already bounced well off the nearest rising moving average with 50-day. It's a very random entry. There's no edge there. And also try to focus on stocks that are that have rising 10-day and 20-day moving averages. Well, there was a pulse on the 16th, but it doesn't make it a good setup. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you mean. So, you know, it bounced off the rising 50-day. You missed it on this day, so you bought it. But yeah, it's too random. Okay, let's look at let's see, where was it? Overstock. Let's look at Overstock. So, yeah, what day did you enter this thing? Yeah, they're all low volume stocks, except for this Overstock, which is a bit more liquid. Yesterday Overstock, but okay. Again, it wasn't, you know, it needs to be tight. It needs to come out of our range. It's just it's kind of hard to tell. Like, look at this day here. Here it had a good setup. I even marked this thing. You know, you have a clean move up. It pauses, goes sideways for a while, puts in a tight range, and then it bounces off this rising 20-day. This is a 5-star setup. These are the types of setups you should look for. Rising 10-day, rising 20-day moving averages. And let's look at, you lost sound? Can you guys hear me? You can hear me. Okay, so there are 2 losers lost sound. The 2 biggest losers in my chat, they're the only ones who lost sound. Okay. We don't need them anyways. Yeah. Reno and David. Now you can hear me. Oh, now you can hear me. Okay, okay. What an asshole. They're like, I lost sound. Reno, me too. Yeah. And then I start talking shit about them. Well, then they can hear me. Okay, let's look at the. Let's get back to fresh feeling. Let's see, where is the. And you also have Bill. Okay, what day did you enter Bill? Fresh feeling. Today. Okay, it's another one. Like the entry was on this day here, where I bought it, because, you know, it made a big move, had a bit of a pullback, it undercut the 20-day, but then it kind of started shaping up and then got tight, and then it broke out of this tight range. That was the entry. This is not a good entry. You gotta buy these things just as they come out of tight areas. Yeah. Like, let's look at this stocks I have in my portfolio, where I bought them or where I added to them. Like, I have a lot of these random names, but let's look at specific ones. Like ZS yesterday, that was the entry day, right? It broke out of this little flag here. It showed relative strength on Thursday and Friday when the market sold off. Or actually, it did show relative weakness on Monday. That was, or Tuesday. That was random. But this was a decent setup. Not a great setup. I didn't buy it. I mean, from this day here. Let's look at NVAX. Okay. You see this had a big move, pulled back, found support on the rising 20 days, started building higher lows, put in a tight day, and then it broke out. That was a good entry. Let's look at Fastly. This one I traded from here, but it actually had a good entry on Monday. So it had a big move, just surfed the rising 10 and 20 days, got a bit tighter, and then it broke out of this range here. This was a good entry. I didn't buy it there again. I've been holding it for a while. Shopify had a big move, pulled back to the rising 20-day, went sideways, built higher lows, you know, got tight, and then it broke out on news. That's where I bought it, opening range highs. Net had a move, just kept surfing the rising 20-day, it got tight, and then it broke out of that tight area. That was a good entry. This is a random trade I'm in. Okta. Now, I'm not super proud of this one. It wasn't a super great setup. It's working because the market is good, but I bought it yesterday, opening range highs. But it's the same principle. Had a big move, pulled back to the rising 20-day, built higher lows. It got very tight here. Better entry would have been earlier, but that's, you know, I was bored yesterday. I wanted to make a trade, and because I didn't trade anything. Livongo, like my recent entry here, big move, just kept surfing around along the 20-day, kept building higher lows. You know, it got really tight here, and then it broke out. This was the entry. Tesla, same thing, had a big move, kept surfing the 20-day. It built a nice range, got really, really tight, built higher lows, and then it broke out. I anticipated. The setup was so good, I even bought it before it broke out. I bought it on this day here, and then I added on this day here. DDA, you know, look, they all look the same. You get my point now. This was the entry, okay? Zoom. Zoom was a little bit of an other type of entry. Let's not talk about this one. I trade variations of setups. But, you know, you're getting my point by now. You can't chase, like, you know, like random. You gotta find the linear stocks, the ones that make clean moves, and preferably just trade the liquid stocks. Because some of the stocks you had were pretty illiquid. They're just too random. You know, you want to be in the institutional grade stocks because they tend to be more linear. The illiquid names, they tend to be more retail driven, and they move a little bit differently. Okay, let's see. So, okay, I need to update it. Yeah, this video is gonna be on YouTube too, so I'm gonna upload it after the stream. I usually enter opening range highs when I buy stocks. Where you place stop on bill, you always put the stop on the lows of the day. If you buy opening range highs, you put it on the lows of the day. David, I'm not gonna share any cake. I don't have a lot left. There's just only just very little left. I'm not gonna share that. Exactly. Stay. Yeah, you gotta fight with Reno. Yeah, Trader Wyckoff, I'm gonna get to you. I saw you wrote that earlier. I'm gonna take the questions and comments in order. Phoenicians wrote he put 100% of his account in TNA at 28 and now deep underwater. Well, I wouldn't say you're deep underwater, but okay, just one basic thing. You do not put any, you don't put all your account in one stock or one ETF ever, especially not overnight. That's how you blow up. What day did you buy this thing? Tradul asks, can you suggest if there is any best way to identify stock that has institutional support? Yeah, because they are linear, okay? They keep surfing these moving averages, right? They keep building these higher lows. They bounce off these major moving averages. And they have constantly high volume. They're mostly mid and large caps. If it's a small cap, it's probably not institutional grade. They move a little bit differently. Labo is triggering. Okay, let's see. I'm reading the Darvas book. I think you recommended that. Yes, I did. The Darvas book is great. Still trying to work on my strategy and when to take. Probably need to like to start rather than, yeah, use the 10 and 20 day as your you know, like always sell every 3-5% up, sell some, and then you keep the rest and use a close below the 10 and 20 days to scale out the rest of your shares. You put your life savings in GAN. Well, good luck. All I can say. Alright, I'm gonna get to Trader Wyckoff now. Many of the leaders like Livongo, Fastly will pull back 25% in a market correction of 10%. Yes. Since you... well, not necessarily. No. That's why you should look at relative strength. Like the last market correction we had on Thursday, Friday, like this, that was a 5% correction, but many of these market leaders, they didn't even pull back. They went sideways. But yeah, sometimes when you get a bigger correction, yeah, the growth leaders do pull back more than the market. Let's see. Since you have a large cushion in these stocks, do you hold them? No. I look at the moving averages. Do they close below the 10-day? Do they close below the 20-day? Like a close below the 20-day, there's no reason to hold a stock. Unless it's putting in a higher low, like then I can hold some, but I will scale out. There is no reason to hold through bigger pullbacks, especially if you have big profits in a stock. It's better to wait for the correction to end and then you just buy the new ones that emerge. Yeah, absolutely. Like if you hold through big drawdowns, you can, and especially if you're on margin, but you're not gonna be on margin through market correction, because you're gonna get rolling stop outs. When the market starts peaking, you know, and starts turning lower, you're gonna get like every day. Like if you have a portfolio like you have, like I have, every day a bunch of stocks are gonna stop you out. So you're not gonna be in a go through a market correction on margin. Like I'm on margin right now, but you know, every day stuff's gonna stop me out, or I'm gonna get, you know, sized down. Well, not completely. Usually when it closes below the 20-day. If it has been running nicely. Or if it violates a higher low, or if it just stops me out. Yeah, STGR broke out I think yesterday. Oh yeah, look, I don't know. It's a sloppy setup. It could work, but I think it had two good setups a couple of months ago. Right now it's, you know, I don't know. I don't like it very much. Will you hedge by, you know, sometimes I hedge by shorting the triple ETFs, like I did on Thursday and Friday. But yeah, absolutely. But only if I start, you know, see a good short setup. Like TQQ, I did see a good short setup. We were straight up, and then it started, you know, it gapped down and took out opening range lows midday. That was a good short setup. But you know, so I only like do the hedges, or whatever you want to call them, when you actually get a good setup on these triple ETFs. Not because I think the market is gonna tank or anything. You know, I always want the price action to confirm. No, only the ones that are close to my stop. Like something like Opus, right? Like this thing is 30% above my stop. There's no point in putting a hard stop on this thing. But something like I don't know. Let's look at maybe. Now I don't really have any stocks that are close to my stops. But let's see if I had bought something today and it was very close to my entry, then I would put a hard stop on it. But I almost never use hard stops, or very rarely. Okay, let's do another scan here. Hello to you too. Let's see. How do you manage positions when are you closing position? For example, first reverse D1 candle. I have no idea what D1 means. Why is gold and Bitcoin lagging? Well, because Bitcoin is shit and gold is also shit. I don't know. Nah, gold is setting up. Gold is in a big bull flag. I think it's gonna break higher and make a big move. I think this GLD is gonna go to like 200. It's setting up. It's building higher lows. Like I'm gonna trade it with Chainug or Nugget, the gold miner ETFs. But I think gold is. I think it is gonna make a big move. It is technically building a big bull flag here. What are your tips for anyone who wants to? Okay, easiest one. You need to research the markets. Okay? You need to do what you need to do is you need to get the TC2000, look at the monthly chart, then you put up the watch list US stocks. You go through every US stock, and then you can have instead of a volume, you put a dollar volume here. And then you look at stocks that have at least say 1 billion or whatever in monthly dollar volume, or 5 billion or whatever, 10 billion. Just to get the more liquid names, so you avoid all the super thin ones. And then you go through all of these 49, 46 stocks, okay? And what you're gonna look for are the stocks that say at least doubled in 6 months, or went up 200-300% in a year, or 400-500% in 3-4 years. You're gonna create a separate watch list for every single stock that made big moves. Okay, maybe you're gonna get 500 or whatever, 300, 200 stocks that are liquid. You're just gonna go back to to the 90s or 80s. And then you're gonna look at chart patterns. Like, how do stocks move? Because stocks move in a very specific way. You get the same chart patterns occur over and over and over again. There's nothing new. You get the same chart patterns. There are some variations of them, but you got the same chart patterns in the 90s as you get today, right? That's the first thing you look at, just price action. Like, you can put some indicators on, like I use the moving averages, but you can use whatever indicator you want. Don't use too many, okay? Too many indicators is for suckers. Use a few. I would recommend moving averages. And then you look at this, the biggest moves, and look at how did they act. Like, when they pulled back, like how do they act in a pullback? Which moving averages do the best stocks obey, right? You look at all of that stuff. You build a database in your head. You spend 1,000 hours doing that. Just, print the charts out. I have a big Evernote database with thousands and thousands of them. Like, I have thousands. Like, I have, tens of thousands of charts, right? And then you start looking at fundamentals and news, etc., etc. Like, what is driving? What makes a stock go up 500% in a year, right? You spend another 1,000 hours doing that. and boom, before you know it, you're gonna have $10 million in your accounts. I promise you. With that being said, I need to turn on my AC. I'm dying from heat here, and then I'm gonna eat my cake. Be right back. Anyways, poker face. That's what you have to do to get your returns from decent double digits to triple digits. You need to spend a lot of hours on you. AAL, you're in from 1650. I mean, it is setting up. AAL is actually setting up nicely on the long side. If it can go sideways today and break out over the low 17s tomorrow, there could be a long setup there. AAL save is not as good. Yeah, AAL looks good. I like AAL. I don't understand your entry, but it is setting up on the long side. You're hearing 3673. Okay, that's not a well. It is a decent. It's a decent pricing for a stock that is up this much. That's pretty decent pricing. What would you recommend as a minimum workable account size for my swing strategy? If you want to make a living, probably 500k at least, or 300k. Like if you're only gonna swing trade. But if you like do work part-time or work full-time and trade part-time, and you don't need to trade for take out money from your trading accounts, you could do it with 10k. Because if you double your 10k every year, like you double it on year one, like after taxes, you're gonna have 20k the next. You're gonna have 40k the year after, 80k, 160, 320. Even with like a small 10k account, you're gonna have millions after 6-7 years once you get profitable, assuming you don't put more money in it, right? So, but if you're gonna live off of it, you probably need at least 300-500k, because with my strategy you're gonna go sideways. Your equity is gonna go sideways for months and months at a time every year. Like the markets we are in right now, that's it's a rare market. That doesn't happen most of the time. It's almost too easy right now, it's almost too easy. Like everything just keeps going straight up. It's like the best time for my type of swing trading strategy right now. But most of the time it's gonna be a struggle. I don't know what Merrill Edge is. If Merrill is gonna give you an edge, use Merrill Edge. but I don't know what it is. A broker platform? If you're just gonna go long, any broker platform works. But if you want the best shorts, you gotta go with Centerpoint Securities. Bank of America trading? Okay. As long as it's fast and doesn't lag when the market is under stress. Hey guys, you wanna see PNL? Do you want me to jinx the markets? Yes? Do it? Yeah! Ah, David. Don't jinx it. Okay, it's set 2-4-2 against. Okay, I need more votes. Come on. I need more yes votes. Fuck David and his buddies. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, okay. There are more yeses than nos. Fuck you, David. Okay, this is from pre-market. Like, this is the state of my accounts right now. Then I have also a third account that is very small. I'm not gonna show it here. It's like insanely small. This is where we are at right now. Like yesterday, I was up 700k and I did one trade, right? Just by sitting in a bunch of trades that kept going up. This is when you have a great portfolio in a great market. They just keep going up, and you just have to manage. Sell some and trail the rest. And on Tuesday, I was up like 500k. And Monday too. Like, it's insane. Like, I've been saying it for a while. This market is like I don't know. I've never seen this good of a market. Yes, I use some margin. Not as much as I used to before, but I use some. Like, I think I half the money I made in trading, I made in the past 2.5 months, 3 months. I'm not even kidding. It's insane. They've been so violent, all of these stocks. We had the earnings scappers like a month ago. Most of them are straight up, like Fastly. Remember, is anyone still in Fastly with me? Guys, is anyone in Fastly? It's a double. It's a double from the opening range highs on the earnings day. Is anyone in? You are in? Oh my god. Thank you. Good. Very good. Is anyone in Tesla still? From where it broke out of this 5-star range? You entered later? Okay, good. Now PDD, another one. Is anyone in PDD from the high tide flag breakout at 50 bucks or 51 or so? This thing is up like 60% since. Twilio, another one. Anyone still in Twilio from the earnings day? Yes, I do use trailing stops, the 10 and 20-day moving averages. Guys, for those of you who are new, go to my Twitter, look at the pinned tweet, and watch the 2 videos that are over there. A lot of your questions will be answered. You're in Twilio and CS from earnings? Very good. You're gonna be a multimillionaire. If you're not already. Wow, cruise lines are gaining steam here. Guys, you only need one bull market to get rich and change your financial futures. You only need one bull market. Learn the setups, learn what moves markets, learn what how stocks move, learn what moves stocks. You know, memorize the patterns, and you only need one bull market to change your finances forever. And now I'm just talking about this specific like breakout and earning strategy. There are obviously other strategies I use too, but right now I don't have any shorts on or any mean reversion trades on, so how do you trade Uncle Cheesy? That's why you sell some into strength. Then you don't have to worry about the pullback. Like, for example, PDD looked scary when it you know, it was straight up. It was far above both the 10 and 20-day moving averages. It looked really scary. I'm like, oh, but you know, I had sold some, and I knew like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the close below the 10-day before I sell, you know, big chunk of my position, and then I'm gonna wait for the close below the 20-day to sell all. And look what it did. It undercut the 10. It actually closed at the 10-day. I did size down some just to be safe, and you know, it's straight up since. Same thing with SC. It looked very scary several times. Like here on this day, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna give back all my profits, but nope. It just bounced off the 10-day and went straight up. And now it looks scary again, right? It looks like a reversal day. And you know, one of these days it's gonna top out, right? One of these, there will be a day that comes like, oh, I should have sold it all. But that day could come at 150. So that's one of the things I learned when I studied stocks. You know, no matter how high a stock has gone, as long as it's you know, above the 10-day, it can still go much higher. And that I got that lesson I learned several times on like Tilray. This thing went up several thousand, like 1,000% in a month. You know, just above the 10-day all the time. TVIX. This is not a stock, but it's the same principle. Above the 10-day all the time. Beyond Meat. A couple of years ago. It's not below the 10-day. I meant above the 10-day. You know, it's a 10, the strongest stocks, they surf the 10 and the 20-day moving averages. Tesla, another one. Above the 10-day this whole time. Look at this, above the 10-day. It bounced off the 10-day every single time. So the 10 and 20-day. Those are the main moving averages if you trade these fastest moving momentum stocks. And the super fast moving, you gotta be even faster, but so there's always variations of every setup. MGM. Damn, David. The cake is really good. Just so you know. It's the best cake I've had in months. It's the best cake, well, it's the only cake I've had in months, but still, it's really, really good. I just wanted you to know. MGM, look, MGM looks exactly like the cruise lines and airlines. They're all the same trade. I still think we need a few more days, 1 or 2 more days, but it is setting up as a potential long. Like it looks pretty much exactly the same as AAL, UAL, RCL, CCL. They all look very similar. They had big runs off the lows, had big runs. They got it rejected, pulled back, found support on the rising 20-day. You see this? They all look the same, and MGM is among those. German chocolate? No, Swedish cake. Zynga? It is setting up. It looks like a decent setup. I'm not sure if this is a momentum leader, but yeah, it could work. A few more days of sideways, it would look pretty decent. MSGS? MSGS, what is this? No. Madison Square Garden? No, avoid. This is like the biggest laggard ever. It hasn't even bounced off the lows. It looks like shit. Avoid this thing. Yeah, search share money. You mentioned GAN 10 times. Yes, I know, but there is no buy point here. There was a buy point when it bounced off the 20-day. I missed it. It's just in limbo right now. It could go to 50, sure, but you need specific buy points. GAN has a lot of momentum. Yes, it has. It has doubled in the past few weeks. But you still need specific buy points if you want to make it in this game. AAL looked good. Oh yeah, no, it looks decent. You know, use lows of the day as your stop, and you're gonna be fine. I think it is setting up. I like the setup. Not for today, but for tomorrow. NVAX? Yeah, NVAX. Yeah, yep. I fat fingered it, but yesterday I accidentally sold all of my shares, and then I had to chase like 10 cents to get my position back, but I didn't get all of it back, so yeah, I sold a few too many. But yeah, NVAX. This is what a perfect high tide flag looks like. You have a big move. It's a momentum leader. It pulls back, goes sideways, gets tighter and tighter. You can clearly see it on the daily chart. Look at how tight it got. Bounced off the 20-day, and then it started building higher lows, got super tight, and then it broke out of this range. Look at the 60-minute chart. Look at this candle. This is where I bought it. 48-ish. At 48 area. That's where I bought it. I had 3 entries on it. Look at how perfectly good it looks. Look at these higher lows on the 60-minute chart. And then you get the breakout candle. This is a 5-star setup. We were all over it, and now it's straight up. Up 20% in just a few sessions. Looks perfect. Another one that looks similar is mRNA. This one is also building higher lows on the daily and 60-minute charts and building a really tight range here. I think this is gonna be a big mover once it breaks out. This could easily go to 80, 90. Maybe it goes to 100. In this market, anything is possible. Macy's, it looks exactly like the other beaten down like cruise lines and airlines. Had a big move off the lows, pulled back, found support on the rising 20-day, and now it's building higher lows. Like if it can go sideways for a few more days, there could be a buy setup here coming up. But you know, it looks exactly like AAL, UAL, DAL, CCL, NCLH, MGM. They all look the same. I would actually trade one of the others because they are higher priced. Macy's is low priced. I don't like low priced stocks. Would I consider ADAP here? No. No, it's a very thin phase 1 biotech. This thing, no, I wouldn't. Stick to the liquid names. This thing barely trades. Like the setup looks good. Like the chart looks good, but focus on the more liquid names. This is a very speculative early stage biotech. CrowdStrike. Yeah, no, maybe in a few days. It is setting up, but it needs a few more days, I think. Fastly. Probably should set some sell orders on this thing. Insane market. I can't believe it. Unbelievable market. Everything just goes straight up. This is why you have to focus on the momentum leaders, because those are the ones that have the best moves. You can't trade random stocks. You have to play the liquid momentum leaders. So if you trade random stocks, you're gonna get random results. And you don't want random results, you want good results. Okay, SC looks like it's reversing a bit. I only have about a third of my position left. Or maybe even less than a third. I don't remember. I think I bought 15,000 shares when it broke out here. In the 50... where was it here? 57 area. So, and I only have 3,900 shares left. So maybe, yeah, about a third or maybe even less. Quarter maybe. All right. Zoom. I mean, it depends on how long it goes sideways. If you can go sideways for several weeks, that could be a setup. Right now, it's very extended. But I still think it goes like 270. Yeah, Shopify is finally going. It stopped me out on day one once, and then I rebought it, and then it almost stopped me out the second time. But thankfully it didn't, and now it's straight up. Now they can't get enough of it. They just had to stop me out, right? And now they can't get enough of it. You know? Why buy at 780 when you can buy it at 855? I love the markets. Efficient market theory. What a bunch of bullshit. NRGU. What about NRGU? It's a piece of shit leveraged oil ETF. Avoid this thing. It's just a random oil ETF. These things are poison. Avoid it. There's nothing here. There's no setup here. Peloton good entry? No. It's a bit sloppy here. The good entry was here, and obviously I didn't buy it because I suck. I'm an idiot. This was the good entry. Since then it's been kind of a sloppy. It's riding the rising 20-day, but for an entry it's not a good setup. Nope, no futures, no options. You don't need any of that. Stick to stocks and ETFs. How many shards have you opened on you? Well, right now none, because it's so slow. I'm not really watching anything. I'm just managing my positions. But when it's when I have a lot of stuff on watch, I have another two monitors with shards, or three monitors even. Which stock should I get into now? Well, I don't know. Any stock. You're doing a little test. Nori. It is setting up. Very thin recent IPO, but it is setting up nicely. It look this thing. This is the type that can really go. Super big strength. It's a very interesting company. I even read up a little bit on it. It looks good, but it's super thin. But yeah, it can go. It's building higher lows as we speak. This thing could go once it breaks out. Absolutely. How do you wide? You don't. You're always gonna have something that gaps down. That's what stops are for. And sometimes things gap down below your stop, and well, what can I say? Life sucks. Shit happens. That's why you have a portfolio. That's why you never go all in one stock, and that's why you avoid the worst, like the most speculative stocks, like Phase One biotechs and stuff like that. What did I struggle with? Exactly, all in mRNA. What could go wrong? Insiders have been selling. It's at nosebleed valuations. They're probably not going to make any money on their vaccine. What can go wrong? Now, having said that, I think mRNA is one of the best setups I see. But not for today. Maybe for tomorrow, later this week. Or wait, what day is it? Is it Thursday or Wednesday? It's Thursday. Okay. What did I struggle with when I moved from day to swing trading? Oh, everything. I struggled with everything. Pretty much everything was a struggle. It's hard. It's very hard. When you're trying to switch styles, it's very hard. When you're finding a setup to trade, to make money off, consistently, it's hard. It takes a lot of time and patience. And then you want to switch your style, it's also hard. It takes time. It took me over a year to go from day trading only to mainly swing trading. It took me well over a year, probably 2 years. Shui, I already, yeah, it had a little bit of a breakout yesterday. It would be better if it can go sideways for a few more days. QRVO. No, it's not a good supply. It's not a good setup yet. Maybe in a few more days, but it's not really a momentum leader. Yeah, I mean, maybe another 2-3 days of sideways, maybe. Labu is breaking out. I don't. XBI IBB, man. I'm tempted to buy some. Just because I'm bored out of my mind, I'm gonna buy some Labu. Or wait, no, wait. Do I have the buying power for it? I'll buy some Labu, why not? I'm just so bored. I need to trade something. I'm getting withdrawal symptoms here. I bought 15,000 shares, a small starter. 1 second, I got a phone. Okay, I'm back. I am back. Can you hear me? Man, I have this buddy who talks a lot. He just broke up with his girlfriend, so he needs to talk out a little bit. Alright, let's see here. David, there's no way I'm gonna pass the mic to you. Do I see a range breakout on Fiverr? It had a range breakout on Monday. The 62-63 area was the entry on Fiverr. Now it's just chasing. Betai, I don't see anything here, no. W had an entry last week here in the low 180s, mid 180s. Now it's just in the middle of nowhere, or it's in limbo. Okay, let's see. Someone hacked my account? No. Yeah, it was a Mickey Mouse pattern until it became a panda. Pac-Man engulfing pattern. Nicola? No, not yet. It's just it's still inside of its range. It's still building higher lows and lower highs. We'll see where it breaks. Okay, I need to. Let's see how things. Okay, CS new highs, NVAX new highs. Fastly, I think I sold some Fastly already. IDEX, let's see, Lab, Shopify, wow, straight up today. Straight up, 900 next target. D-Dog, I need to sell some of this one, it's up 4%. I'll sell a few shares. Okta looks great. It's like, it's the most amazing market ever. Wow, I can't believe this. You literally don't even have to do anything. All you have to do is, sell on someone's strength and then trail the rest. I'm jinxing myself really hard right now, I know, but it is what it is right now. No, Uncle Cheesy, I just went through that. You can rewatch the video when I upload to YouTube. I spent like 15 minutes going through good setups. This is a good setup. Okay, it was riding the 20-day, took a pause, put in a tight range, and then it broke out of this tight range. Now, if you would buy it now today, this is chasing. The tight range was down here in the 62, 63s. This is just a random up candle on a random short pattern. There's no edge here. Okay, I'm gonna do one more scan and then I'm gonna cut the stream. I need to go to the store and get some food. Oh wow, you won. Maybe we get a trade on it on tomorrow on the short side. Haven't shorted in a while. I don't even remember how you short. Haven't shorted in like 3 days. You feel cheated today? No, why? Why do you feel cheated, David? A free stream? What? Yes, I need to dust off the short button. And you were on the phone, yeah. Funny thing, I didn't lose a lot of viewers. Most of you stayed, even though I was not talking for 30 minutes. I felt like I would lose a lot of people. I didn't. Come back for the close. I should just go away and come back like last 5 minutes. See how many are still here. Beyond Meat. Let's see. No, the entry was here in the mid-low 140s. Right now, it's just a random chart pattern. You have to wait for the specific entries, guys. If you wanna make it in in trading, you have to wait. You need to study how stocks move. You need to, you have to buy at the low risk, high probability entry points. For those who haven't been here the whole stream, I'm gonna upload the stream on YouTube, and you need to watch it because I go through setups. I go through specific setups, like what to buy and what not to buy. And then you need to do your own research. Don't take anything I say for granted. You need to learn these patterns. You need to do it. There are no shortcuts. If you want to make millions and even tens of millions, you need to learn this you need to memorize these chart patterns, and you can't hesitate. Once you see it, you have to, you can't hesitate. You have to attack it. That's where you need to be at. A couple of thousand is enough for me. Leave, yeah, I left the stream on for the weekend. I got like 13 followers. Tuna tartare? What the hell is that? Why are you linking me tuna tartare? It looks delicious, by the way. Oh, you're eating that for breakfast? What the fuck? What is wrong? What kind of psycho eats food like this for breakfast? A multi-millionaire. Only a multi-millionaire. Look at this guy. Tuna tartare for breakfast. It looks delicious. I wouldn't eat it for breakfast, but it looks fucking delicious. Holy shit, it looks great. Yeah. It really does. Definitely not a loser, yeah. I don't eat surströmming for breakfast, no. I ate it like 20 years ago, and yeah. Alright guys, thanks for joining today, and I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you got value out of the stream. The loser membership costs $0.